fellow Gold viewers from around the world. I'm Kristen Schwartz, licensed midwife and MC for Gold Learning. I'm here today with Cheryl Milford about her upcoming presentation, Caring for the Caregiver, Supporting Optimal Mental Health for NICU Staff. Welcome, Cheryl.
Hi, thank you.
It's so good to have you here, Cheryl, and thank you for spending a few minutes with us talking about your upcoming presentation here. But before we go into the topic, would you mind telling our listeners a little bit about yourself and your professional journey?
I started out life as a school psychologist and very quickly moved into the NICU. And I was a practitioner in the NICU for 34 years. I came into the NICU initially doing developmental follow-up clinics and then moved into the unit itself to provide developmental care and then began working with families and staff around issues of mental health and stress related to the NICU. Um, I've become very interested in the fact that this is an environment that no matter what we do to support people, it's still stressful and difficult for both the families, the babies, and the staff.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I can only imagine how stressful and it is in the NICU and the NICU for the staff as well there. So thank you for giving that support and supporting also the professionals here. So now tell us a little bit about your topic. Your topic is called, or your presentation is called Caring for the Caregiver, Supporting Optimal Mental Health for the NICU staff. Can you tell us a little bit about it without giving too much away? Because of course we want our listeners to come to listen to your full presentation here. But how did you get interested in what made you present this on this topic here for us today?
I became very interested specifically probably almost 20 years ago on the needs of the bedside caregivers and the fact that um, it is a group of people who are very dedicated, who this is really more calling than just a profession. And I watched how many of them, as they progressed through their career, had greater and greater difficulties dealing with the trauma that they witnessed and also the frustrations. So I started working with the NICU staff at McGee Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, large unit, and we started working together to support staff. And so this has now become, as I have gotten out of clinical practice and into advocacy and education, this is one of my major areas of interest and major areas of advocacy because I truly believe if you don't support the caregiver, they can't support the families and the babies.
You made a very good point there. If you don't support the caregivers, they cannot give optimal care for the babies and for the families, of course. And as you mentioned, it becomes harder and harder for these care professionals to care for, seeing trauma every day in the NICU. So it's a wonderful calling that you have and supporting the staff. And we are looking so much forward to this presentation that you will be sharing with us shortly. Just before I let you go, what is it that you like our delegates to take away from your presentation?
I want them to see this as a presentation that's about them, not about their professional practice, but about them. I'm going to offer some thoughts for them in terms of why they do what they do, and also a lot of specific techniques and activities to support themselves, not only in their professional life, but their personal life as well.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Thank you for that. We're looking forward to hearing this presentation and learning the techniques that you mentioned that will help to support themselves in that challenging work field there. So thank you so much, Cheryl, for spending a few minutes here with me and chatting about your upcoming presentation. It was so good to have you here with us.
Thank you so much.
And Cheryl's presentation, Caring for the Caregiver, Supporting Optimal Mental Health for the NICU Staff, is part of the Gold Mental Health in the NICU lecture pack. And for more information on this particular presentation and on the other presentations in this lecture pack, please visit goldlearning.com. Thank you all for listening and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.